So, I have a funny story for you guys of my experiences so far, as we are now in full swing for finals. So, pretty much here's what happened this morning. Had a final, 8 o'clock in the morning. Just a bad idea in general. You don't want to have 8 o'clock exams, but can't do anything about it because that's when they're scheduled. So, my friend also had an 8 o'clock exam this morning. So she decided, I'm going to spend the night with you, and that way we can, wake each other up. Because, we're thinking like, oh God, we're never going to wake up on our own. So we go to sleep last night, and I set my alarm for 6:45, just in case. So, 6:45 rolls around, my alarm goes off. I was like, no, not going to wake up right now. So I press the snooze button. 10 or so minutes later, whenever it goes off, it goes off, and I'm like, no. So I just kind of, using my noggin over here, just completely turned off my alarm. So when I finally decide to wake up, I'm kind of like drowsy, I'm not a morning person, so I'm just like, gosh. And I walk over to my phone, and I check my phone, it says 7:40, and I'm thinking, it's 7:40. And then it dawns on me, and it registers, oh my God, it's 7:40, my final is in 20 minutes. So I'm like rushing over to my friend, and I'm like, wake up, it is 7:40, and we have to go, like, now. We're leaping out of bed, and we're trying to get our stuff together. Luckily, I packed up my bag the night before, threw my Scantron in there and everything else. And so the only thing I had time to do this morning was brush my teeth, wash my face, get dressed, put my contacts in. That's about it. Usually I, make myself breakfast, I have some coffee, and I have a bagel, and I do my makeup, and I do my hair, and blah, blah, blah. No, literally just, speed of light, just, fastest I've ever gotten ready, 10 minutes. I was like, we're leaving now, so we're, rushed out the door. So, her building is a little bit closer than mine is, so we walked together, and then she went to her building, and I, kept walking a little bit further to my building. I walk in, at 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, I am in the room, and I'm like, phew! Not that my professor really cares, because he's, very chill. More like, I don't know if it's that he's chill, or it's just that everyone hates that class so much already that he just doesn't care at this point. I think it's the latter. But, so, the way the classroom is set up, it's not auditorium style, it's just, classrooms with classroom with, desks and chairs. And, so it's, in rows. And so my friend sits in front of me, and I sit behind him. And then to the row to the left of us, there's a frat guy, and then there's two girls who sit behind him, and the five of us are kind of, our little people that we, talk to in that class. There's another kid, but he's, further back. So I walk in, they're already sitting there, and they're like, well, nice of you to join us. I'm thinking, haha, so funny. I'm, out of breath, heaving, and it's cold, and, everything burns, because I don't do well in the cold, and I'm already kind of sick, so I was just and I just, throw my bag on the floor, and I was, kind of loudly, don't really recommend doing this, by the way, profanity will be coming, but just, fuck 8 a.m.s, and I said, kind of loudly, and I sat down, and everyone's like, ha ha ha, he, it's so funny, and my professor is kind of, looking at me when I sit down, I finally, get my shit together, and I sit down, and my professor's looking at me, and he just smiles, this little professor smile. He was like, well, nice, oh, no, sorry, that's not what he said. He smiled at me, and he was like, good morning. And I looked at him, and I got all peppy, and I was like, good morning! Even though it was a terrible morning. So, that is my story. That's all I wanted to say. I wanted to share my awesome story with you. So, bye, have a nice day.